Hey, what's up? It's Daniel from Ads Lancelot, and in this video, we'll cover the Google Ads tutorial for 2022. Now, I'm recording this on 22nd of December 2021, and I want to make sure that I'm giving you all the right information that's relevant right now and from what I know will be relevant in 2022. So basically, uh, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you know that probably there are hundreds of videos of Google Ads tutorials that show you the technical side, show you like different aspects of it, and you're probably overwhelmed right now because there is so much information about Google Ads, and Google Ads is highly technical that you don't know where to start. Now, my goal with this video is I don't want to be I don't want this video to be just another one, just technical tutorial. I want you to watch this video, understand, first of all, if Google Ads is for you, and then if it is, what is the 80-20 manner you can get started, basically the Pareto principle, 20%, focus on the 20% that will get you 80% of the results. What is the 80-20 that you can do to get started to generate leads from Google profitably? So let's get started with this. So my goal with this video is to, again, help you get started in an 80-20 manner, get your first wins fast, and help you avoid the trap of information overload. So basically, this video will help you find out what you need to have in place to get started properly. Basically, it doesn't matter if you're doing it yourself or you hired somebody to do it. The elements I'll be covering in this video are the baseline. So it's the bare minimum to do it properly. So let's actually get started with who this video is for. I don't want to waste your time, so I want to tell upfront who this video is for and who is not for. So first of all, this video is for business owners or marketing professionals who want to generate more leads for their business in a consistent and profitable manner, basically consistently and profitably using Google Ads. So you need to already have a working product or service that you sell to your customers. So if you're starting out and you are just thinking, oh, I want to start a business and I want to run Google Ads, this is not for you. Don't do it. But if you already have a business, you already have basically a product or service you're selling to your customers, and you want to get more people basically to get to know you, call your business, fill in your forms, sign up for a free trial, then this is for you. And I'll show you exactly how. So this means that you already have a marketing offer, basically an offer in your business that you market, and you know who your target customers are. It's not everyone, it's a specific target group of people who you want to focus on. Now, I want to add an additional thing. Some people want to use Google Ads for validating product market fit. This can be done, however, with caution. Maybe like in many cases, outreach is the better solution for this. But Google Ads, when done properly, uh, basically you can use it to validate product market fit for basically search-based congregations, which I'll cover in a bit. So just take this with a grain of salt, but the same principle should apply here because it's the baseline as I covered before. So basically, before we dive into the technical side, I want to cover how Google Ads fits into your overall marketing strategy. So typically, when we're discussing your target clients, when we're discussing basically the people you want to reach with your ads, with your message, there are typically the two overall types of places they congregate. We'll call them congregations. So basically, unless you're reaching out to a person cold and basically interrupting them and then making them aware of you, people find you based on two core types of congregations. Number one is interest-based congregations. Number two is search-based congregations. So interest-based congregations would be things like mutual group on Facebook or wherever, mutual interests. I don't know. I'm interested in jujitsu, and so I'm in a group. And yeah, if I see an ad for on Facebook about, I don't know, improving my guard game, then like this will be the right time. This is based on my interest. It's basically magazines is another one. And then we have search-based congregations. Search-based congregations is when a person goes to Google or any other search engine, types in a specific keyword or basically search term, types in something and wants to find a result. So Google Ads are best at reaching your audience based on search-based congregations. So this means that although Google Ads has a capability to target by interest-based, what they excel at is basically this search-based stuff. So meaning what this means is showing your ad in front of your target client at the exact moment when they're searching for your solution. So either your solution, for example, I don't know, if you're a dentist, they're searching for a dentist or a specific procedure like, I don't know, porcelain veneers, and they're searching for this, or a problem-based query. But that's kind of basically they're searching for something. They want to find a solution now. Google is best at this. Now, I want you to take a moment. I've written here, you don't get it until you imagine how powerful this is. I want you to really stop for a moment and imagine how beneficial this will be for you if you would show the right message in front of the right person at the exact moment when they search for you. Not you reaching out to them, but they search for your solution. We're like, yeah, Google Ads, like all the, like let's put aside the technical stuff and let's make this. If magically when they had a problem and they didn't even express it to their friends or family, but they wanted to find a solution, they were thinking about it, how cool would it be if you just appeared in front of them, whispered in their ear, like, man, I have a solution, or lady, I don't know. So imagine how powerful would that be? And that's exactly what's happening, because right now we have personal computers, personal laptops, and people type their stuff that they don't even share with their family and friends, but they want. So take a moment to imagine this. So basically, let's go back. Google Ads makes it easy to generate leads, but little caveat, this will not compensate for a bad offer. We'll touch on the offer and offer positioning a bit later, but I want to show you, like, reaching the right people at the right moment, you need to have a good offer, a good message, and position this properly. I'm gonna share a few tips on this, but just know that Google Ads is a means to an end, and it's not an, or it will not fix your whole business. So if you don't have the foundations right. Okay, cool. So let's go to the next slide. Basically, how to get started in an 80-20 manner. Let's keep this simple. Basically, we have 7 steps, which is, first of all, we want to create a Google Ads account the right way. Then we want to find the target keywords and assess their potential. Then we want to get to know the marketplace, i.e. analyze your competitors, or for those more advanced of you, you probably heard the term funnel hacking. That's exactly what we're gonna cover here. Then you wanna get yourself a good landing page. I'm gonna show you how and show you examples. Then set the tracking codes. Again, the bare minimum that you need, I'm gonna show in this video. Then later I'll probably create a more comprehensive guide. Then we want to create a search campaign. Why a search campaign? Why not YouTube display and all this stuff? Because like Google Ads excels at search-based stuff. So search campaign will get you your quick wins fast, and will get you the right momentum so you can learn the stuff and like get yourself foundation for scaling up later. Lastly, we have the 7th step, which is launch and get ready. Get ready for what? Well, watch till the end of this video and you'll find out. Cool. So let's get started with the first step, which is create a Google Ads account. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open just incognito mode, and I'm gonna just like, you can literally watch. This is what I want you to have. I don't want to like overwhelm you with information, because like all the other YouTube videos do, just use this to take action. And basically, if you haven't got started in the Google Ads in the proper way, just follow along and do it. So simply, the first step is you go to ads.google.com. Now, I'm currently in Tel Aviv, so I'm gonna switch this from Hebrew to English so you guys can follow along. Where it is. English. Okay, awesome. So here, I'm gonna click on Start Now. I'm gonna show you how to create this the proper way. So let me put my details in. Okay, cool. So basically, this is the page. Once you put their email in from your Google account, again, you can switch. I have different ones. I just use it for example purposes, this one, to create a new one. This is the screen you would see right at this moment. Basically, it's ads.google/AW campaigns new express. So Google prompts you to create an automated account. Now, this is something you don't want to do, because you want to be in control from the first moment and understand the main things. You don't want to just go into automated strategies. Now, automation and all this stuff, it sounds cool, but as of this moment, it's not on this level yet. And believe me, because I audited like hundreds of accounts in campaigns, and like it's not at this level yet. You don't get the results they promise you yet. It's an amazing tool. Google Ads is amazing, but yeah, you need to be smart about it. So they'll prompt you, what's your advertising goal, and all this stuff. Now, instead of going through all of this, what we're gonna do is we'll scroll down here and click on switch to expert mode. Now, this will prompt you to create a campaign. Now, again, you don't want to do this yet. Click on create without a campaign. Now here, just make sure that you select the right country, time zone, and currency. You will only be able to create one account with one time. No, you can create multiple accounts. Don't. That's not. But like the account you create will stay in the same time zone and the same currency right here. So select it, the one that like maybe you're in a different country right now. Maybe you're traveling, and then you'll go back to your country, and you want to be built like want to have that time zone. So select the time zone you want to be in. So for example, it shows me Israel time. Maybe I don't want to, I want to be billed in dollars. So continue. Now it will prompt you to like put the info. You can skip this. You don't have to start paying for Google Ads right away. You can use it also as a research tool. Again, create an account without setting up billing. Cool. Export your account. Boom. This is how Google Ads account looks like. Let's go back. Campaign. Now, the majority of you, if you're already familiar with Google Ads, you probably went through the same process, and your dashboard looks a little bit different. You look because you went with the express route. So if you went the express route, let's actually go back. Let's see if I can. Let me actually create an express account to show you guys. I'll just switch from this. Darn, it shows me the same thing. Okay, so Let me find a quick video where I explain this, and I'll show you the difference, and I'll show you how to switch to a proper account right here. So 1 second. Okay, so looks like I deleted that video, but I found a blog where I show this. Basically, if you create an AdWords Express account, you should find under Tools, so somewhere here, you should have this little thing that's called Switch to Expert Mode. Now click there, and you should see this properly. Now, you'll also probably have some campaigns created, so simply disable it. Basically pause them at least until the end of this video so you understand and you're not wasting money because you're in auto billing, and it, like, since they prompt you to create a campaign runs from the start, and you don't control it, so you want to pause it at first. So let me see. Yeah, this is how it should look like. Cool. So this is the first steps. Now, once you create it and you switch to expert mode, once you go to the second step, which is to find your target keywords and to assess potential. Now, here's how we do it. We click on Tools and Settings, and we go to Keyword Planner. From here, let it load. From here, you click on Discover New Keywords. Let's say select your country and your language. So I'm going to select English. I'm going to select US. Now, if you live in a specific city and you only want to advertise locally, then select your city. From here, you want to type in 2 to 3 keywords that you know your target audience would use to search for your products or services. Focus, to keep it simple, if you have multiple products or services, focus on one. So I'm gonna keep it really simple right here, and I'm gonna select, for example, I'm even gonna select a local business. So I'm gonna say Los Angeles, California, and I am going to type in, for example, dentist near me. I'm gonna type in veneers, something like that. You can also start with a website, but typically word keywords is the best one, best option right here. So here, this will generate new keyword ideas for you. Again, don't use too much, but you can filter, first of all, filter by relevance, and then take a look at average monthly searches. Basically, how many people per month in your target location search for those things, and take a look at especially like these two columns, but mainly the low range bid. So these numbers may not be super accurate, but they should give you an idea of what cost per click to expect. Now, at this point, you may say like, oh, Daniel, this is like in my niche, for example, I am in the software niche and I sell B2B software. And for me, like the keywords that I want to bid on, they're in the high range. Or maybe you're a lawyer and you have like $30 cost per click. Maybe I should do like YouTube ads, or maybe I should do display advertising first. Well, the simple answer is no. Because even though the cost per click is higher, there's a reason why it's higher, because it's working. Because like your competitor, like Google doesn't set like just a default right away. The reason why you're seeing higher cost per clicks is because your competitors, like this is a competitive space and your competitors are there. And so like in the beginning, the cost per click were only like a few cents. But then as more people joined Google Ads, like competition raised, and basically it works like an auction. It like you if a first person got the click for, I don't know, 5 cents, second one wanted to be higher than him and bid, I don't know, 10 cents. So the third person now to be higher than him, like the first person to be higher needs to bid like 11 or 15 and etc. So this works. Remember that. And like search ads are the simplest way. So I want you to assess basically the potential right here. And um, yeah, just keep that in mind. You can even basically, I would do is I will open a simple notepad or simply download keyword ideas and I would rank them right here. What the biggest mistake the majority of people make here is they start researching hundreds and thousands of keywords. Don't do it. You are paying per click, and one keyword can track hundreds of search terms. Let me actually show you this. You don't need hundreds of keywords to get started. You need only a few. Now, here's what I want to show you. Basically, oops, not this. Here we go. This is a video production company we work with. And as you can see, the keyword here is video production services. Same keyword, but look at what people actually typed in. Like what before they clicked on an ad. It's vastly different. Partially because it's a broad match, like a big reason because it's a broad match. But basically, what I want, I don't want to overcomplicate things here. But what I want to show you is get started. Pick, I don't know, 3 to 10 keywords and get started with this. You don't need hundreds. So pick the ones that you want to like that have a good enough search volume, so it's not like 10 searches per month. Um, but I don't know, like 100 to plus searches per month. Get started with them. Pick them, and that's it. So let's close. So second step is basically finding your target keywords and assess potential. What potential? Search potential. Now, third step is basically to get to know your marketplace and see what offers are people are putting out for those keywords. So in this case, if you're already in your target location, I would simply search for example, your service. So it can be dentist near me and see what people, what ads. These are all paid ads. This is what this looks like. So this is in my location. Now, if you're not in your, like, if you're currently not in your location, you have a couple of options. First of all, you can use a VPN. Second of all, you go back to Google Ads, you click on Tools and Settings, and you click on Ad Preview and Diagnosis. And select, for example, Los Angeles, where you want to advertise, and device you want to advertise on desktop. You want to start with English on desktop. So, dentist near me. You would see other people advertising. Okay, let's try. Dentist nearby. Okay, other ads are not showing. Maybe they changed it. I don't know. Usually you use this to see your ad, but before they also display some other ads. But best if you use, like, if you're not in your target location, use a VPN or something. Here is a cool thing I want to show you. I remembered. There is a tool. Here's how it looks like. Here we go. I search from .com. So country, United States, language, English, device, current, dentist near me, city, Los Los Angeles, and you click on search. Boom, here you go. So all those people, you want to understand, like if you're gonna bid on these terms, this is who you're gonna compete against. So you want to understand what kind of messaging do they use and what kind of landing pages. So for example, this guy's open care, not available on test page. So let me click on basically this ads. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna click here. Now, the majority of the people, they send traffic to their homepage, like this guys, and this guys. So what happens is, although it's a good looking page, you may have a good looking website, you may not, but still it has lots of links right here. And if I'm searching for something specific, let's say porcelain veneers, I don't want to get on the homepage and search from there. So ideally, you would use a landing page. Like, not ideally. If you want better results, you would make the page more specific and more structured for conversions. So here's how a landing page example looks like. So here's how a landing page example looks like. Basically, essential PPC landing page. Have the main headline, call to action. The logo would not be clickables. So people, instead of visiting all this stuff, they will just get immediately the thing they want. And you can plug in like tools like heat maps and screen recordings to analyze how they behave in an environment when there is no other links than basically the call to action, which is a format or option to call you. So image, bullets, basically features and benefits, and social proof, reinforcing statement. So if you have like a general website with lots of links and all this stuff and you want to get started properly, I would use a tool called, for example, we use Unbounce for our own and our clients' landing pages. There are other tools like lead pages, ClickFunnels, but let me show you how this looks like. Basically, I want to show you learn. So, for example, lead generations. They had somewhere landing page examples. So here's how it looks like. Like it's drag and drop. You can get started really quickly. Again, you don't have to use Unbounce. It's simply what we're using. There are other things. The main thing is you get this correctly. Here's an example of this. Here's, for example, of where is it? I don't know. Real estate. Let's talk about real estate. Again, simple landing page, logo gets started for you, which probably directs just here, your email, and then they get redirected. This is for an ebook, this is for real estate, basically, boom, 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 about the agent, testimonials. Another one would be, for example, agencies and consulting. This guy's get a great user experience. For again, and similar you can find for your niche. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but you can simply find the ones that work for you. Main thing, as you can see, there's no like, okay, this guy's have navigation is probably not the best, or they use the navigation section to direct a specific section of the page instead of linking them out. So basically, to save the attention span of the user. This is what you want to do. So now you create a Google Ads account, you assess your target keywords, their potential, you see who you're going against and what type of landing pages they use. Basically, you already have an idea how you can differentiate yourself in the ad and in the landing page and basically become the #1 option for that keyword. Like, so there's you and there's everyone else. Um, and basically you got yourself a good landing page. Now, if you haven't done those steps, do them. Don't skip this. Don't just create ads for the sake of creating ads. It won't work as well. Simple as that. If you just write some ads like in 5 minutes and send them to a homepage of your website, it won't work as well. It can work, but most likely it will not work, or like for sure it will not work as well if, if you unless you do it properly. Okay, cool. So let's close those things. Right now, before I show you how to create a search campaign, I want to show you an important part, which is tracking codes. You need to install tracking on your website and landing page. So here's first thing you need to do. You would need to create yourself an analytics account. Google Analytics, it would show you basically who visits your website or landing page for which location, how they interact, do they interact with the form, like everything. And in addition to that, tag manager, so if you want to install some additional code like Google Ads Remarketing, you can simply install it here like in a minute rather than messing with the code on your website and potentially breaking something. So again, it's very simple. I won't explain this here. Just just follow the steps. You'll create an analytics and tag manager account. Now, what I want you to understand, what are the main things you need to track for lead generation from Google Ads is, first of all, you go to conversions. Second of all, you go to audience manager. So conversions, like ideally you would install, like, first of all, you need form conversions, form submit, and then calls to your website. So any type of form submit and calls to your business. So form submit, I would install through Google Analytics and then import them. So because I don't have any, I won't. But if you want to install through Google Ads, here's how this would look like. Click on website, category, submit lead form. Yeah, just $1, whatever. Last click is fine. Then Google Tag Manager, just follow the examples. Conversion ID, yeah, you just install it. But to be honest, better install through Google Analytics. How to install form submit. I'll record a more technical video down the line. For now, just look it up on Google or YouTube. It will be simple. So let's disable it for now. Now, in terms of calls, how to install both calls from ad extensions and calls from your website. So here, calls to a phone number on your website, and so this is what you install from here. And then in your campaigns, when we'll create a campaign, I'll show you how to set up calls from ads. Again, for the main conversion thing, like conversion tags, you need Google Analytics. Install it through Google Tag Manager. So Google Analytics, form submissions, if there's any kind of interaction with the form, which I recommend, like this is essential for lead generation, then calls, if you accept calls. That's it. Three main ones. Don't start without them. Don't start until you have a means to measure whether it's a success or a failure. So sorry if I'm skipping a little bit. I want to, we're 34 minutes in. I want to keep it short. I want to give you the general framework. The other technical stuff you can find. So let's create a search campaign. Okay, cool. So here's how you create a search campaign. You go to your Google Ads account, click on New Campaign. You don't need campaign guidance, simply select No. Then you click on Search. Click Continue. again, set conversion tracking in place. I did not do it because I want to show you, but we always do it before we create like our own campaigns. So campaign name, typically name it according to the goal or general stuff. So a few main campaigns you would have is, for example, if your brand is known, you want to advertise in your brand name, this will typically have a different conversion than general term. So name it brand. Then you can name it, for example, you have, let's say, again, going back to the dentist example, you have a general dentistry. So people search for dentist, or I don't know, if you mow somebody's lawnmower, if you provide a transcription software, transcription, and then you have more specific terms, like, for example, in the dentist example, it's veneers. You have all on X, maybe like different, like more specific stuff. Then you can have competitors. So for you, you selected general terms typically. So you would name it. If you, again, you can always rename later. For now, let's name it, I don't know, lead generation. Lead generation. The goal is form submit, like still goal, and you will start on, for example, desktop, since it typically has a higher conversion rate. Now, you don't want to start with search partners from the start, and never include display network. Don't do it. If you want a display campaign, separate. You want to keep your traffic in your campaigns clean so you can assess the results after. Keep it clean. So desktop, and you can use location, which is, I don't know, LA, San Jose. Location options. If you're a local business, I would typically start with presence. Even if you're not a local, if you're online business, start with presence and start with, let's say, want to target Los Angeles. So target people in and exclude, it's fine. Now languages, disable English. I'll explain why. I just said like, yeah, I want to be specific, and then Daniel, you were saying disable. Yes, I'm saying this is because language refers to the language of your browser. So your browser may be in Mandarin, but it doesn't mean that you don't speak other languages. So this easy hack actually helped us increase, like almost like in a matter of a day or a few days, helped us increase client results like this, simply because we switched like a specific language to all languages. And since the other things we set up was right, it simply broadened our reach. Now, audience segments, forget about it right now. Budget, whatever you're comfortable with. I would say, I don't know, $10 a day. Bidding, click here, select bid strategy, manual CPC. Stay with manual. Google will prompt you with every possible way to switch to automated. Don't do it until you know what you're doing, until you can get results with manual. So let's see more settings. Conversion tracking, yeah, basically set it up. Ad rotation, switch to do not optimize. Basically, this will tell Google to, like, if you have multiple ads, not to send everything to one ad, but basically show them evenly so you can assess which ad performs the best. Ad extensions, so here's basically extensions I'll cover in a further video. For now, let's say if you put your number here, this will automatically save as this will automatically track calls. It will dynamically switch your number so it can show you calls. Later on, you can find, lately they introduced a feature that shows you, how's it called? It shows the number the person called from. So if you go to extensions, call details, this will show you the number, the time, and the duration. So for now, let's click on save and continue. So ad group, name it according to the keyword. So if you say the general Best practice is to have like multiple keywords, around 20 different keywords in one ad group. Best not to do it because you want to have your ads very specific to the keywords. So if your keyword is dentist near me, default bid is fine. We're gonna bid on the keyword level. You write in basically in exact match, so dentist near me, and in phrase match. Here's a description. Dentist near me. Here we go. So click on save and continue. Now, if you want to know more about match types and all this stuff, here's a detailed blog. Basically, I used examples from it all the time. I wrote basically, if you type in as unsought how to advertise on Google, this thing would show up, and this will walk you through kind of in text on with examples right here. So I won't get into technical details now. Use that with other videos I also plan to create future. For now, I want to show you kind of the basics. And again, the purpose is to keep it as actionable so you actually do it and set up even on a minimal budget, minimal ads. So you just go through the motions of doing it, and now you feel more familiar. So it reduces fear and you get started on a proper foundation. So create your ad. Again, here is, where is it? Here's ad structure we used. Headline 1, basically try to include your main target keyword, write a claim, call to action. So for example, here is dentist landing page.com. Let's say this is your landing page. So you write here dentist, your main keyword, which is dentist near me. And here you can write something else like LA. Looking for dentist near you, question mark. Then you write something about what makes you special, unique selling proposition, call to action, which is book an appointment right here. By the way, you're creating responsive ones, so be sure to pin it to position. So this would be one, then basically 20 plus years of experience. No, let's actually write something. Painless treatment guaranteed. So they care about this much more than they care about years of experience. Then book your appointment today. Here we go, position 3. Now write more of those, write descriptions. Basically, the formula we use typically is you need to understand which of them show up all the time. So the first one shows up all the time. Second one, again, the majority of the time it shows. Third doesn't show majority of the time. First one here, description shows the majority of the time. Second, not always. So write your important message here and give a call to action. So let's say, I don't know, we provide painless treatment. You'll love it and want to, I don't know, party together. I'll just skip this part. Write it properly. Cool. Book your appointment. So, okay, let's leave it at that. And to finalize and show you what's next. Fix it. What's this? Too few elements in collection. Okay, so yeah, just write more. I don't think save and continue. Ah, why is this so bad? This final URL. Okay, let's find necessary. Uh, cool. Those guys will probably hate me. Okay, let me finalize this and then I'll show you. Okay, finally we're live. Now let's do publish. No campaign, fix it. Okay, let me go back. Basically, after you created this, okay, finally, you created your campaign. You can access it here. Boom. Nothing is running, just in case, just pause it. Click here. Then another important thing is just before launch to recheck your settings, recheck that everything is fine right here, and add a little thing, which is campaign URL options. You want to add URL parameters so you can later on capture that data and assess also the quality of leads and like more cool stuff. So here's a simple way to do it. Let me find this. Okay, here we go. If you type in AdSense a lot, Google search ads, this thing should come up. Now, if you scroll down right here to create a search campaign, this would show you this thing, basically the default tracking template we use. So go here, just copy paste, and basically this will transfer the campaign ID. So later on you can filter landing page recordings and like other stuff, show your keywords so we can capture it with hidden forms and stuff like that. So click on save. And yeah, that's pretty much how you create a Google Ads campaign. Again, so what you need to have at this place, Google Ads account proper with expert mode, then find your target keywords. Don't get overwhelmed with this. 3 to 10 is fine. Focus on them, focus on making them work first. Make sure that you know your marketplace, you understand what ads people are putting out, how their landing pages look like, and you are the number one choice. Then get yourself a good landing page. Use unbounds, ClickFunnels, lead pages, whatever. Or you can even maybe want to use your website if you just want to do it. Just make sure it doesn't have like a lot of outbound links, but you keep the attention of the person on the page and make one main call to action, which is typically a form, and you can supplement that with call. Have your tracking calls in place. Again, if you don't have this in place, you are blind. You will not know what works, what doesn't work. You'll be assessing like, oh, I feel this works, which is never a good assessment. So know your numbers, set your tracking calls in place. Simple way is form submits and calls. That's it. And of course, Google Analytics, so you can see all that. Create a search campaign, just follow the guideline I outlined here. This will tell you the main settings. Just recheck everything, click on ad groups, ads. You can later on go here and create extensions, which is recommended because it will increase your ad score for free, but you can do it even after launch. Okay, this is slow for some reason. I cannot click here. Just make sure if you haven't added the credit card details, you go here. You click on billing summary, There you can add it so your campaign starts running. And here's the last and most important part. When you launch, get ready. Don't set it and forget it. Google continues to bill you. The main benefit of Google Ads is that you are able to see what is working, what geographies, what devices, what keywords, what people are actually typing in, what audience, what interest they have. So log in the first week to your Google Ads account daily and just check all the steps. Get familiar. Once you are familiar and once you stabilize after the first week, then you can start logging in less frequently or launching more tests. Don't change too much stuff, but just pay attention to what things like to all those things to get familiar. So this is a quick start guide. Um, Covered lots of things already. 50 minutes right here. Want to keep it short, but hope this really helped you. So basically, what are the next steps? So now the first and most important step is actually go and implement this. Don't make this another video that you gather content or get overwhelmed with all this stuff. Again, you got nothing to lose. You just create all this, you'll gain experience, you'll understand these things better, and you can just rewatch this video and go through the steps. Really simple. This will only move you ahead. In if you don't like your results or need to postpone it or whatever, you can just pause it. That's it. And you're not like when you run it, you're not like you're running it on like $10 a day. It's like you've got nothing to lose right here. Only things to gain. This will make you a better marketer and better make you understand your audience better. And yeah, so just do it. Like enough watching videos, just implement the stuff and you'll be golden. Now, after you've done this, and if you want to go beyond what we've covered here, go to, I'll put a link in the description. It may change over time. For now, basically, if you go to just our agency website, there's a button here. So let me show you a case study. Boom. And it will direct you to a free case study, basically where you learn more in depth of how what we've covered here, how it fits to the overall strategy, and what you need to have in place in a more advanced manner, and how to go like after you launch, how to go beyond this. So that's pretty much. If you want to do it yourself or give this training to your team, just go do that. That will give you a more like better understanding A to Z. And then, of course, if you want us to like set you up with a proper Google Ads funnel done for you, I'll include the link to book a call. We'll speak, understand your situation, and if we're fit, basically I'll show you how exactly will we do it, so you understand everything and know what to expect. Otherwise, again, go implement, go do it. Don't sit around. Time is money, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in another one. Happy holidays, and talk to you soon.